Hello, the following podcast is spoken in a mixed language of both English and Spanish, also known as Spanglish, because that is our main way of talking and it's the best way for us to express our thoughts on the topics that we speak of. Which, by the way, we are in no way any experts on the subjects, despite having the internet in front of us while we record, which you will hear us use on occasion for live fact-checking every once in a while. Most, if not all we talk about, is from general personal experience. Also, we needed a buffer to get past the algorithm censors on certain platforms. Enjoy.
Today's podcast is brought to you by yourselves. You who's listening to this right now, you did it, my friend. You found this podcast, you managed to download it, most likely you streamed it, and you're listening to it. Congratulations, you did it. You're probably a cut above the rest, and even no matter what anyone tells you, you're special to us because you're listening to this, and this was probably only gonna be for a few episodes, and then we're never gonna speak of this again. Because let's be honest, things can get pretty weird when you need to start talking into a microphone and nobody knows what to say. Okay, so it
Finish.
says it's recording.
Yeah, I see that too because it's the only tab on my Google Chrome to open. Anyways.
Sandcaster. Seriously, Sandcaster. Hey, if you're listening to this, which you technically are, because we're recording this on Sandcaster, fix your language list. It's fucked up. Especially that one after Spanish.
Just Spanish. One, we have two demands. One, we want fucking
Thank-
Spanglish added
Yes.
to it. We want Spanglish added to it. Or Spanish, parenthesis, Puerto Rico. And second demand, your list is very fucked up. The letter A is somewhere down by the P's. So
No, just
fix
one
that.
word. Just
Just
one
one
Spanish.
word.
Just
Armenian.
one word. Armenian is just after Spanish. For whatever fucking reason.
Okay. Anyways,
Before
now
we
that
begin,
before
Bichin Boricuas, first episode, season 1.
did
Start.
you sure.
We
It's
need to
gonna be
come up with an intro song.
I made a list. There's a list on my to-do list of everything we need to do, and you haven't bothered to even look at it. That's even part of it.
First thing is a to-do list. Look at to-do list.
We should make a to-do list. I did it. Look at it.
I've been busy.
I don't. Okay. Fucking shit. What I meant to add is that at some point, we need to sit down and make a pre-recording of warning everyone that listened to this, in which if we actually post this episode, they probably just heard it, that says, hey, this thing isn't Spanglish. Get over it, you fucking uncultured nerds.
And you, Edric, or whatever the fuck your name is from Montana, we know you're listening. Stop typing that comment. It's not gonna be funny, dog.
You know, I don't even know where they put. Well, if this was on YouTube, fine, we can see the comments. But I think about it, I don't know. Everyone said comment on Spotify. I've never seen the comment section on Spotify whatsoever.
Can you review podcasts on Spotify?
I don't know if you can.
Can you because everybody's like, okay, hey, give us 5 stars on iTunes.
I hear
By
that.
the way,
but
if you're listening to this on iTunes, give us 5 stars.
Sure, they'll do that on our very first episode.
You never know. I mean, that's what everyone says in their podcast, right? Hey, give us 5 stars. Might as well patter from the beginning, right?
I guess. But anyways, that's on my. Where's the fuck is my to-do list? I made a to-do list. No,
It's
that's the episode
gone.
idea. No, fuck off. No. Where's my to-do list? Yeah, there we go. Record intros for all episodes / current season. For example, this is in Spanglish. Deal with it, you fucking all cultural nerds. Because we're going to end up speaking Spanglish a lot in this thing because that's the best way we can speak and get ideas across. Because sometimes English is hard.
And Spanish is weird.
but it's more descriptive, I suppose.
We have a lot more gender words.
That too. So let's see. So there's that. We need to do that at some point, in which they'll probably have heard it by the start of this episode. Do we really need to make an intro song? No. Fuck no. We're just gonna start complaining about shit as soon as that recording at the very start, and maybe any future sponsors that put their ads on it. Then we just start complaining about shit. At least that's the
Maybe
idea.
somebody in the future, if anyone's listening to this in the past and you want to submit a song, feel free. We'll probably do something with it.
Yeah. And I have the whole to-do list of what to do before we post our first episode in order to, avoid a shit ton of trouble later down the road, especially by people who want to bully us, because there will be those kinds of people. If you look at the to-do list that I made overnight, you can fucking follow that shit.
I feel like you're being dramatic about the to-do list, but fine. We can go over some of those things during the to-do list.
Because well, the first episode is us trying to set up a podcast. Here we are testing Zencaster to see if it fulfills our needs better than Audacity, and fucking clapping our hands together to sync everything. Is that Google talking again?
No, that was actually Metal Gear Solid 5 talking.
Okay, because even I heard that.
Because I forgot it goes out of the fucking PS4 speaker. Small tension. Not gonna spoil what it is, pero hay un punto, hay una misión eventualmente en Metal Gear Solid 5 en el que cuando I don't know if you play Metal Gear Solid 5.
Let's plays. Go ahead.
Okay, tú sabes que está like your mother base and you have to like recruit/kidnap people.
Yes.
To brainwash them into being your loyal subjects.
Right.
Totally not a cult. Pues el punto es que there is a mission and there is staff management. Tú tienes que estar asignando gente, which for the most part I just do auto assaulting, whatever the fuck, I don't care. Esto es mostly el online feature que Konami probablemente les pató el juego para evitar que la gente lo esté vendiendo. Pero hay un punto en la misión y como que, something happens. Again, not gonna spoil. And I literally sat for half an hour to 45 minutes trying to organize my people porque los cabrones estaban, entre comillas, en peligro.
And mother base.
A mother base. I had to put them, I had to move people around y tenía que hacerlo buscando unas características específicas which makes no justifiable sense.
Okay. It's just without any context of whatever, not spoiling, because we don't want to spoil the audience for a game that came out who knows how many years ago, whenever the Kojima fiasco started.
Back in the good old days before the pandemic that we won't talk about.
In this episode. I still hear her. I mean, put your controller under a pillow or something. I don't know.
I'm just trying to get away. The motherfucker's like, oh no, I hear something.
Because if it's not Google or Alexa, now you're telling me it's Metal Gear.
Well, el Alexa, I specifically le di mute. No mute, el botoncito rojo para que no esté grabando. There, tira el control a lo lejos para que no esté grabando lo que estoy diciendo, porque ya hablando contigo, I don't know what it is, pero las luces se prendieron y yo como que I'm not talking to you. I haven't said it en más antes de eso, hombre. I muted the Google.
The mic is muted.
That was the Google.
Loud enough? Sure. No, I fidget. Shit. Anyways, moving on. Whatever.
Back to the point of hand.
Anyways, fine.
We're
First, we have to decide on the spelling on the name, so that in which I put a list and put a highlight on probably the best one, even though bitchin' in that context, according to Urban Dictionary, means awesome. So
means
I
what?
guess, according to Urban Dictionary, that wording of bitchin' on B on the list
Uh-huh.
means awesome. So,
I mean, that's
awesome
pretty.
Boricuas, I
I mean,
guess.
bitching. I mean, that's pretty descriptive of us, right?
I
We're Puerto
guess.
Ricans, so we're awesome. Porque nos creemos que somos el centro del universo y somos
Porque
el
lo
ombligo del
somos.
planeta.
Porque lo somos. Eso
Ajá,
sí,
precisamente.
fine. Then I guess that one is the one that works out best because I went looking context for anything else. The only other one that works is the first one. The actual proper Oxford Dictionary spelling of the word bitching.
Yeah, pero yo creo que Facebook not gonna like that.
And what, you think it's gonna like the fucking Urban Dictionary edition of it?
I feel like it won't automatically reject us.
Also, does Facebook even have things to post for us? What, do we post our fucking episodes on Facebook too?
I mean, we can make a page for it para que
I mean,
lo.
it's on the list. It's literally the first thing on the fucking accounts we need to reserve before
Ajá.
anything.
Sí, porque entiendo que once we do the Facebook, we can just also por la misma veña poner el Instagram.
Did you not look at the list? Look at the list of every
I'm
account that I
looking
can.
at the fucking list, you fucked up retard. I'm looking at it. Dice Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, question mark. I don't know why question mark. ¿Qué tú crees? Que we're not gonna fucking put the word pitching, but equal, we're
No, no,
gonna.
no, no, no. It's a what do we post on Instagram
Photos.
of?
Whatever the fuck se nos ocurra. You're gonna put photos of your fish. I'm gonna put photos of Funko Pops out of spite specifically for you.
No, you know what would be worse? We give it to your girlfriend and let's see what happens.
It's just gonna be cat photos.
Of the
Just
one
cat.
cat.
That very specific cat, because that's the only cat she likes.
It's gonna be the photos of the one cat. Anyways, moving on. Twitch because we want to live stream this at some point, maybe. YouTube because we can post this on YouTube and people use YouTube for listening podcasts like I do sometimes. Spotify because we need to. Don't fucking fuck you. You just fucking capitalize the words that I put on the list.
I,
Fucking-
I corre el autocorrect. El autocorrect. El spell checker simplemente corrige la palabra YouTube. Okay?
Qué raro. Okay, well, it makes sense because this is a Google product. We're watching the Google Drive Word document on fucking Word, Microsoft Word, YouTube gets auto corrected, but with only the Y being
Es que
capitalized. While here on Google Docs, it capitalized both the Y and the T.
Oh, no, no,
Interesting.
no, no, it's not Google, it's not Google Docs corrigiéndolo, es el Microsoft Editor que lo está corrigiendo.
I guess. Fair
No,
enough.
I'm telling you, es que que lo que está abriendo el autocorrect, el spell checking es Microsoft Editor.
Moving on. Anyways, we need to reserve the Spotify account because that's like number one place to post podcasts unless someone says so otherwise. I don't know. I know Apple users have a weird podcaster thing, and I don't use Apple, so
It's called iTunes.
Is it iTunes?
Yes, it's through iTunes. Okay, to ponerlo, from what I understand, we're gonna have to check this. Listen, if you're listening to this in the future, we probably figured this out. So don't bother emailing us, telling us we're being stupid.
Even though they're
Pero
probably going to complain for a week unless we post like 5 episodes first.
no, we're
So
gonna post one episode at a time and make them wait. Like
no, that's
good-
what I mean. I know that, but it's like maybe like let's have them like 3 sample episodes up, 3 pilot episodes up, so that they can see how we're adjusting to this and then deal with it.
Also, we're just gonna be like pilot episode alpha beta and whatever the fuck's the third. What's the third letter in the Greek alphabet?
Alpha, Beta, Charlie.
Alpha beta chart.
I might have gotten my alphabets confused, but yes.
No, that's canon now. It's alpha beta Charlie.
I know I got my military fucking
It's not
things
the military, it's
confused.
the phonetic alphabet, you fucked. It's Alpha Bravo Charlie and Alpha Beta Charlie now.
Excuse me for having a list that I was trying to learn for some dumb shit. Anyways, moving on.
TikTok.
No. Over there. Alguien en Puerto Rico tiene una like social media weirdness. They have like, for example, Puerto Ricans use WhatsApp like it's like the best messaging ever, while everyone here hates WhatsApp. Nobody uses it, and it confuses the shit out of me. I don't understand.
Yo no entiendo por qué carajo estamos usando WhatsApp, pero es WhatsApp. It annoys the shit out of me porque WhatsApp en iTunes sobre todo, en iTunes, and fucking Android doesn't follow el Android style guide. Like tú miras WhatsApp en el iPhone, it looks like a native app que Apple hizo para messaging, pero entonces miras el de Android y es como que this looks like a cartoon movie dibujando como ellos creen que mensajes se van a ver. Like, it annoys the shit out of me, pero that is the thing que todo el mundo usa si no es iMessage, because Apple people have to be special.
Yeah, because it does the weird thing that it color codes depending on the type of phone or OS you use. Fuck that. Anyways,
Pues el único entre comillas, social media que yo recuerdo que hubo específicamente en Puerto Rico era Puerto Chan, and that shit died years ago.
And I'm sure any Puerto Rican listening right now is blowing up their minds who knows exactly what that shit is, because I don't.
You know 4chan? Somebody tried to copy it in Puerto Rico. It was basically...
Uy, Puerto Rican forums. Uy.
It was basically a lot of Spanglish y un montón de fotos de tipa en la playa. Y de vez en cuando era algún post de algún tipo como que I'm sad because I'm gay.
Okay.
Again, it died many years ago.
Do you know that's still a thing? Yo estoy siguiendo 2 páginas de Puerto Rico acá for like networking to Puerto Ricans that are in the States. And that's still a thing they do. It's like, oh, jobs, or oh, look, I found food, or oh, look, I discovered snow for the first time. But it's like 50% of all posts are just women in bikini, specifically Puerto Rican women in bikini or Puerto Rican models in bikinis. It's like, I get it, but this is a broader audience for networking. Why the fuck are you half your posts about that? You fucking weirdo.
Nada, porque aquí por alguna razón la versión de ¿sabes? Por alguna razón la mayoría de las mujeres aquí, las mujeres que están dispuestas a estar poniendo fotos en el internet de como que, oh, this is what I think is sexy. Es como que it's just them in a bikini. I'm like, you can be sexy in a skirt, in a black skirt, en la playa, no en la playa, fuck, en la plaza del pueblo. Like, you don't have to be in a bikini showing off your tits and your ass. Live a little bit of for the imagination, you know.
Or, capris or jeans or anything else. No, what do they call it? Short shorts. Fuck. What do they call them? What?
Aren't they called hot pants? Or am I? Or is that just
No,
showing my age?
No. You're showing your age with that. Very hard. Dixies! Are they Dixies? They're Dixies.
I think that's a gringo thing.
Well, what do you call short jeans?
Just shorts.
No, because then there's the Old Navy brand of them. There's the Kmart brand of them. There's the Walmart brand of them.
Kmart. What the fuck is a Kmart? They don't
Colorado still has a Kmart, motherfucker. Believe it or not, Colorado still has a Kmart.
Aquí queda uno el de Plaza. As of the time of recording this.
Plaza, Kmart. ¿Dónde puñeta hay un Kmart en Plaza?
Plaza Las Américas al lado del Office Depot.
That shit is still there?
Yes.
I thought that died after the hurricane.
No, cerraron la mitad del parking, pero el Kmart todavía está abierto. Occasionally you see people walk in and people walk out, but somehow people that walk out somehow look sadder than when they walked in.
Oh no, I go to Kmart just strictly for the Legos because they always, like, nobody shops there, so nobody looks at the toys. So they just have stacks and stacks of old Lego sets sitting there, and sometimes they put them on special. I mean, I brought the fucking Ghost from Star Wars Rebels for like $20 there on special because nobody would buy it.
La última vez que yo entré allí, yo no recuerdo que les quedaba Lego. Pero también it's been a couple of months. So maybe that's what I'll do next weekend después que cobre.
Go to Kmart.
And look for Legos.
That's a weekend plan if I ever heard one.
Go to Kmart and see what happens.
No, I can imagine the Zoomers listening in and it's like, what the fuck is a Kmart?
I can imagine people listening in dentro de 2 meses and imagine, what was a Kmart? When was this recorded? It's 2022, kids. It's a whole new world.
Except for the fucking Latin American community in goddamn Pueblo, Colorado. They have the last remaining Kmart on Earth over there.
And they will die with it. They have to take it from the cold dead hands. Anyway, going back to the point. Puerto Rican social media no existe, as far as I know. Feel free to email us at... I don't know. We need to come up with an email.
Anyways, TikTok, at least reserve the... Because if we're not going to use it, we're going to at least reserve the account so that because we don't want some fucker.
Y no tenemos que estar como otras personas que yo he visto que es como que, oh, what's your Instagram or TikTok? At the real whatever the fuck your name is.
Not to mention that there has to be... Being that Twitter lets you verify whenever the fuck you want. Apparently, to be verified. Allegedly. I'm wondering how many other websites let you. Did you already get yourself verified on Twitter?
No, I didn't even bother. I feel like getting verified by Twitter is just gonna be like, it's just gonna be me giving them more. What's the word I'm looking for? Like justification for themselves? I don't know. No sé.
Anyway, moving on. Vine isn't a thing anymore.
No, that's dead. That's super fucking dead. That is so that Twitter killed it, then brought it back inside their app, and then killed it again.
I wonder if Zoomers still remember what Vine is, because that was up their alley up until they replaced it with TikTok.
I feel like there is. Ya todavía queda gente que se acuerda de eso.
I mean, that's what Logan Paul got famous for.
Bien cabrón.
So, no. Anyways, let's be quiet about that one, because that's for a future project in case this thing blows up.
Yeah, la caja es para el futuro.
K is... I remember something about Google having its own podcast system, like within the Play Store.
They do have Google... I mean, it used to be Google Play. Estaba dentro de Google Play Music, RIP, Google Play Music. Forever be missed. YouTube Music, you are a lie. Pero pues, sí, no, ellos tienen un Google Podcasting, which is actually pretty good. So, hey, if anybody in Google wants to add us, feel free.
I wonder how restrictive the Google Podcast is, though.
It's not. La última vez que yo vi algo era como que, oh, ¿cuál es tu RSS feed? Danos el link de tu RSS feed. Cool, we'll add you later. So, esa cuestión de, like, just set up the RSS feed, and we can go from there.
Anyways, any other podcasting place that I'm missing out on? Because I know there's more. Because people, we can find us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast. Yeah, I wish you could name them, please.
From what I've read, for the most part, la mayoría son básicamente iTunes slash Apple Podcasts, Spotify, porque they're being dicks about it, and pretty much everyone else usa like just the same RSS feed, or they just siphon data from iTunes. So,
I guess that works. But how do we get
uh,
revenue from that? I don't know. That's something we have to figure out later when we actually do
sponsorship.
sponsorships.
This
But
is where, and talking about sponsorship, this is where we would cut off to our sponsor, which
maybe
we
if we
don't
get
have,
it, which we don't
which we
have.
don't have yet. But if you want to sponsor,
I mean,
and
I've known some YouTube channels who get sponsored within like the first 5 videos they post.
cabrón, no, estaba escuchando un podcast local de Puerto Rico y está como que, ok, cool, y este podcast es traído a ustedes parte por y proceden a dar un anuncio de una compañía de ascensores.
Lol.
Y yo como que, the fuck, excuse me?
Who needs elevators? Does anybody need elevators? Does your building have more than one floor?
Does it have more than 3 floors? Then you obligatoriamente need an elevator.
Or do you have a disabled person at home? We can do home installations.
Cabrón, una vez yo estaba en Facebook Marketplace y vi a alguien que estaba anunciando como que, te instalamos ascensores caseros en tu casa. And that shit looks so sketchy.
Oh, I imagine it does.
Like, tengo que buscar, si encuentro la foto te la busco y te la mando. Because, boy, did that shit look sketchy as fuck.
Anyway.
Patreon, again, by the time you're listening to this, probably not, maybe, who knows?
But we'll
Discord
reserve it so no fuckers can claim it under our name.
cabrón. Discord server también, eso lo podemos hacer like literalmente ahorita.
Oh god,
El
I can't
logo.
imagine the mess the Discord server of ours would be.
Oh no, esa es cuestión de tener un montón de los bots, esos que automáticamente hacen el, ay, ¿cómo se dice? They do their shit para like just keep everybody in line.
I guess, but going on, move on. You were gonna say about Discord.
El Discord, como que then we can just make that like en 2 minutos después que terminemos esta llamada. Also, yo nunca te enseñé el, el, el logo que yo hice.
Oh god, yeah, no, because first we need to make an email so that we can attach that email to all of these accounts, and not to mention also make our web page because we need to reserve our web page too. But on top of that, number 2 on the list is that we need a logo.
Look at this.
And yeah, no, I see that you sent me the logo. What does this logo? The fuck is this?
I'm open for suggestions.
I mean, honestly, I like it. I'm just wondering why those colors, though. Why the fucking McDonald's colors on it?
Fuck, no pensé en eso. I don't know why.
I like it so far, and I kind of expected like the Puerto Rican flag somewhere in there to attract even more attention. But I'm not so. I like it so far. I'm just not hot about the McDonald's colors on it.
I mean,
Maybe the
again,
yellow.
I'm open for suggestions.
Again, maybe fucking Puerto Rican flags somewhere. I guess if we want to be patriotic about it, and we'll work on the color scheme of the lettering on that. But it's like not a bad temporary one. Hell, we'll make the Discord server with that logo on it.
Oh, bien cabrón. No, y a propósito, porque eso dicen paint in case it wasn't fucking obvious.
And I'm giving you an artist criticism about it.
Ajá, y yo estoy, and I am accepting your criticism. Pero a propósito lo hice, I can make the canvas cuadrado para que esté en el centro todo, descéntrico. Para que lo ponemos en Discord automáticamente should fucking crop it the right way.
Should. Emphasis on the word should, because as we heard from Twitter, they don't know how to. They are very selective on how to crop shit, no matter what.
No, Twitter is very selective.
Por
But
eso,
this,
Twitter. That means not everyone knows how to fucking centerize shit. So let's see if Discord knows.
cabrón.
Anyways, moving on. Once we reserve all those accounts, I really hope we don't forget anything that is going to bite us in the ass later. But it's like once we have that, we create our web page, then we collect our web page. We connect our web page to all the social medias, in which I've done before with my own personal website that I'm not gonna fucking endorse here because I haven't touched it in like 3 years.
You have a
It needs
personal
updating.
fucking website. You
Exactly.
fucking nerd.
Yes, I have a personal website. Fuck off.
You fucking nerd.
But I have it linked to social medias because I had a plan to make money off of a blog years ago. It never fruition. It never developed fruit because I lost fucking interest on it after the hurricanes, understandably. Yeah, but I still pay for it because fuck anyone having my things.
A
But
mí, la vez
anyway,
que yo traté, la única vez que a mí se me ocurrió un, un website, on the infra website, yo estaba como que, oh, voy a buscar este website. Y es como que, oh, it's already been bought. Y cada vez que estaba como que, oh, alguna variante que aplique, como que, oh, yeah, it's like $300.
oh yeah, no, if it's like, oh, we can't give you the .com version, but do you want the .edu version?
No, era like .net, era como que $300. Y yo como que, oh, how about the .pr a $2,000? I'm like, what the fuck?
I think there's another service that gets promoted all around that lets you have whatever the fuck you want for the same price. I don't know what service it is. It's not Squarespace. It's one of those that lets you have a
Yo
domain
vi el otro
site.
día un .pizza.
It's like you can literally write whatever the fuck you want and ta-da. But anyways, we can have it set up so that every time we publish a podcast, it lets all of our social media accounts know. So that way we don't have to worry about posting to all of those accounts.
Oh, you mean from that service that's going to definitely sponsor us in the future, but we're not giving you free shit. You want the shout out, you give us money.
No. You know what we're gonna do? For that certain service, we're gonna use the coupon code for another place that we heard it from. That way we pay even less for it. And create our own thing. Even
But we're
more
not gonna
profit
say
for
the
us.
we're not gonna say the name until they start paying us.
Fair enough. Oh no. That huge asterisk on this. Any sponsor who wants to give us a sponsorship, it has to be a service or an item that fully is shippable or accessible in Puerto Rico. If not, we're gonna make an episode dedicated to make fun of you.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep tracks, motherfucker. Because if the second no es como que, oh yeah, we ship to Puerto Rico. Yeah, con cake. What do you ship with? Oh no, just UPS. Really? How much would it cost me to ship that thing? Oh, like $2,000.
No joke, that's how much it costs.
Bien cabrón.
No, because for example, a friend of mine ordered fenders for their car. And it's like, okay, I can do that. Just know that it's going to be costly because I worked at UPS at one point. UPS and FedEx counts Puerto Rico as international shipping, while the USPS counts domestic shipping like it fucking should, shipping anything to Puerto Rico. Shipping the fenders via UPS or FedEx, $800. Shipping the fenders via USPS, $150. Fucking hell. Just because they think we're international and yet you guys are closer to fucking the mainland than Hawaii or Alaska, I think.
Bueno, mira, de verdad, no me acuerdo qué carajo fue, pero hubo algo que yo traté de comprar y me decía como que, para mandártelo a Puerto Rico, it's like 60 80 pesos, si no rajando los 100 pesos, por algo que era como que en especial, like $20. Y si te lo mandaba a tu casa, era como que, oh, it's like $5. And I'm
Oh yeah,
like,
because I hate PO boxes too.
sí, pero era como que, again, it wasn't even sending it to my house. It was just sending it to my, era como que sending it, not even sending it to a PO box, sending it to my house. Like, okay, oh, it's like $60. Sending it to your house, like, okay, oh, $8. And I'm like,
Point.
okay, the fuck you.
Yeah, no, it's hard to get anything to Puerto Rico. So again, future sponsors, you want to sponsor us? Your item must be accessible to Puerto Rico. Oh yeah, this if it's just a service too, like I don't know, a domain opening website, the website must be openable in Puerto Rico and have people should be able to make accounts there. Oh yeah,
And
and
if, and,
if it's a
uh-huh.
physical item and it's like, oh, we offer free shipping. No, you better offer free shipping to Puerto Rico too. No bullshit that, oh, it's a territory, you must pay $50 in shipping. No, absolutely not. We're gonna make fun of you if
Oh,
you
we're
do
gonna
that.
bitch. I'm gonna keep track about it, and we're gonna bitch about it.
Well, no, that's the thing. Whoever's in Puerto Rico at the time will get the items to make sure that they get it perfectly. And if there's a problem, guess what? You're gonna be on the list. We'll make a literal blacklist, well, dark themed fucking list
Oh,
paper
and
on
we're
Google
putting it,
Docs
and we're
and putting
putting it
them
on the
in.
fucking website too. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2022, and we're making a website
Yes. Well,
in
like I
in
said,
a
we need to.
service that is not gonna be mentioned at the moment.
Yes, at the moment. But it's like we need to create the web page that will post the thing and automatically post the episode availability to all social media networks. But on top of that, fine, we'll make a tab on it on that says the blacklist, the sponsorship blacklist, in which you'll be blacklisted for not shipping in Puerto Rico. People will fucking track you down, make mean comments about your services until you make it available. Then you're off the blacklist. There. We solve all the issues for Puerto Rico that way.
We're one step closer to making the world a better place.
Nah, just Puerto Rico. Fuck the rest of the world at this point.
Wait, there's more to the world besides Puerto Rico?
But, anyways, moving on.
Go
Uh,
XLRs. We need to buy a few of those.
a what?
Go XLRs. It's the thing
Elaborate.
that lets you make the put at the sound effects
A soundboard. You want to install a soundboard in this show? Fuck no. I will
I
kill you.
want I
I
want
will
the
personally kill you for installing a soundboard into this
I
podcast.
want the bleep sound. I want the beep noise. I can censor myself.
Or we can do that in post. Because you're not going to catch yourself cursing at any time.
No,
You're
not at
gonna
any
you're gonna
time.
curse,
Just
and then
some
it's
of
like,
the
wait,
time.
wait, wait, no, let me re-record that, and then you bleep yourself. No, they're all gonna come through anyways. That's stupid. Anyways, let's see. Email, co-publish episodes with announcements, add website and business email to social media page. What was the hell was I thinking at 3 o'clock in the morning when I made this list? Oh yeah, no, we should on the about page of every social media, we should add our website. Duh. Okay.
Yes.
Record the intros for the uncultured nerds before we publish any episode. Then we start publishing episodes, and then we start scheduling. In which I wanted to discuss that with you. Best day of the week to publish weekly episodes. I was gonna say Sunday because Sunday, and as I see from every single podcast and every YouTube show, nobody posts on Sundays. We can have that fucking slot for free, and it's there on Monday morning for everyone to enjoy on their work day or something like that. At
I
least
mean,
that's my thing for it. That's my bet for it. Unless you have a counterpoint.
I think I know of a podcast local que pone los domingos, pero no estoy seguro. Pero también es whatever, Sunday, winning races on Sunday, selling cars on Monday.
I mean, unless you think of a better day, because there's those. Because I don't know, Wednesday
Nah,
is the other one.
nah, I'm cool with Sunday, por lo menos por ahora. We can always change it in the future.
It's like no, now we get 2 shows per week.
No, fuck that shit. We're not doing that.
No, no, well, not two,
we're
not
doing a
two,
weekly. We're
not two.
doing a. Uh huh.
Not. I didn't mean the podcast. I mean like a sideshow that we also post weekly for some reason in the future.
Email, write us your suggestions.
Watch it be play Dungeons and Dragons, and
Ooh,
then we post this.
we can do a Dungeons and Dragon playthrough.
I mean, I'm down for that. Tabletop Simulator has Dungeons and Dragons as a mod or an add to it. Plus,
I
Dungeons and
can.
Dragons has a whole digital version with D&D Beyond. Trust me, I listened to a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons podcasts. There's ways to do this.
I mean, I can think of a few people que estarían disponibles para, estarían dispuestos a estar como que en esta mierda y dijo que yeah, let's use that, and everybody's chaotic neutral.
I forgot. I didn't show you this, but do you know what I got in the mail while I was stuck over here?
No será Lego
Bunkers.
set.
No. Aparte de Bunkers and Badasses from Borderlands. They actually made a tabletop version of Bunkers and Badasses real life. And I'm trying to figure out how to make that digitally to play with some buddies I have over here. We could definitely do a fucking Bunkers and Badasses playthrough. Though I'm not sure if you're a fan of Borderlands to know what the hell I'm talking about.
I played the first one, got the platinum, never finished the DLC, terminé el 2, never got the platinum, never played the DLC, never played the third one.
It's just the second one is the best DLC. The Tiny Tina DLC, the literal Tiny Tina Dungeons and Dragons DLC for Borderlands.
Vi cabrón, pero nunca lo llegué a jugar porque pues.
Point being, I have the actual tabletop, and I'm trying to figure out how to digitalize that. But I'm down for playing D&D with you guys some point, and we'll have that as a sideshow, maybe in the future
For Patreon.
Oh God, Patreon. Sure, why not? Maybe, and then if it turns out very well, and we want to profit more off of it, we'll make it more public. We'll make a second season or something. I don't know, because depending on the campaigns can be extremely long. Unless we do nothing but one-shots. Nothing but one-shot stories instead of a campaign that lasts like a couple of years. Literal years.
I mean, podemos hacer esos campaigns que es como que, oh yeah, todo el mundo, what's the word I'm looking for? Como que todo el mundo, everyone has a history y es como que, oh yeah, we just, como que time has passed and an indifferent amount of time has passed between each campaign. Y pues, como que people are getting better, pero pues.
Yeah, that or we do one shots. It's like in this, and like we do like Cartoon Network-esque week adventure of the week.
Oh, we can do that.
That too. It's like, what's our situation? We're going to the spooky mansion today, a la Scooby-Doo episode.
And we just so happens to find a group of random teenagers with a dog.
But then they add a second.
Would the dog bite us? Who knows?
It has to roll for it to see if it'll bite or not.
Just everybody has to roll every turn. Does the dog bite you? No. Okay.
And then the episode after that, we do fucking thriller cartoon episode based on Courage the Cowardly Dog. That one is pretty interesting.
Lo que estoy pensando es que el episodio termina que everybody dies de tétano.
No, everyone dies from rabies.
Everybody dies from rabies.
And then we end it with rats off, folks. The dog wins. Anyways.
Lo que estoy pensando es el Scooby-Doo en los Venture Brothers. Que el perro le abra al Shaggy stand, el equivalente de Shaggy. Y es como que, oh, come on, you have to kill them. You're the chosen one. You have to kill him. You can't let him boss you around. Y es como que, damn, Scooby, shit got dark.
I mean, I still have to look for it and see it because it only came out on DVD, as far as I'm aware. But there is the crossover of Scooby-Doo with Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Wait, that's a thing?
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. that
Yeah, that's a fever dream.
Scooby-Doo X Courage. Was that a fever dream? I could have sworn that was a real thing. Nope, that's real. Straight out of nowhere, it's called. It was a straight to DVD thing. I was right.
That sounds like such a fucking fever dream.
It wasn't a fever dream. Courage the Cowardly Dog meets Scooby Doo in a straight to DVD movie. I need to see this shit. How much does a DVD cost now that I'm here? Who has the DVD? Give me the DVD. Amazon. How much does a DVD cost? Fucking $14. No, Prime Video. It's on Prime Video, motherfuckers. Yes.
Well, I know what I'm gonna do this weekend.
Yep. It's called
Okay.
Straight Out of Nowhere.
I'm just gonna get her. I'm just gonna get drunk. Gonna put it on, not tell her, and just press play.
Anyway,
Whatever happens, happens.
I knew it wasn't a fever dream. It sounds like one. This is the fever dream become reality. Anyways, after that, well, everything that I have there on the list is post production, like things and ideas for later, maybe. But we need to reserve all those websites and whatever else before people start bullying. Oh God, do we need to reserve a Reddit page too for this, or is that like user created, fan base created?
I think that's fan base created, and I rather that just be the fans. Let them have Reddit. Let the let the open board discussion of the internet figure itself out. I don't know. Maybe one day they'll invite us in. Listen, if you fuckers can find my Reddit account, congratulations. I'll definitely join your Reddit.
Oh God, no, Reddit. That's on one of my episodes list. Reddit scares the shit out of me. We can talk about that later, but sure, why not?
The new Reddit or the old Reddit? Because I feel like el old Reddit interface is super fucking
No. It's not the interface. It's the
user
Reddit.
friendly.
No. It's not the. No, I agree with that. The old Reddit was definitely not user friendly, but I mean the community. The Reddit community scares the shit out of me, being that when they put their minds together for something or their power for anything, they get shit done, and that scares me. It's like, oh, this kid wanted pizza on this kid in the hospital wanted pizza. He put a sign on a sticky note on the window, and it's like for 5 days, hundreds of pizza orders for the hospital, but they got tired of it.
And they and then they kicked him out of the hospital because they're like, we don't have that many people. Also, pizza is bad for you, you fuckers.
And I've had hospital pizza before. It's not exactly the best, but it's not exactly the worst. I can tell you exactly the worst pizza I've ever
Wait,
had.
do you have pizza in the hospital?
Oh yeah, no, they had pizza on the menu. I ordered that shit more often than not because
Wait, you had a menu?
yes, I actually have the menu here. I'll fucking scan it and send it to you.
Wow, la última vez que yo estuve con alguien en el hospital, because I've only been in the hospital in my life twice, when I was born y cuando el puto perro me mordió.
Ah,
Y la
no,
única otra vez que he estado dentro del hospital for extended period of time fue cuando mis padres se operaron, and I don't remember them getting este, what's the word I'm looking for? Un menú, era como que, this is what we have. Are you allergic to any of this? No? Cool. Enjoy your meal.
no, but the only bad part of the hospital food that I had is that all the meats were soggy and they had no flavor. As in, like, no salt, but worst of all for every Puerto Rican, no adobo.
Bueno, es que eso es la comida de los americanos. Es como que, oh my god, le echaste un poquito de sal. It's so flavorful.
No. Not even for salt, because salt could be considered a bad thing for ingesting for a patient. No, not even salt. It was all soggy, watery meats. Fuck that. I ordered pizza more than once.
Okay, this is the thing with the most flavor.
Either that or I had my mom. It's like, oh, are you cooking something? Please bring me some. I refuse to eat any of this shit. More details on that on another episode. Anyways,
We should make
other than
that. We should make esa historia like a Patreon exclusive.
I guess. Though we had to tease it somehow other than this. It's like, what were you in the hospital for? By the way, I was like 4 months in the hospital, so it's a story.
I mean, we could
So,
podemos ponerlo like a Patreon vote de como
exclusive
que let
episode.
them haciendo como que let them vote on what they want. Y es como que una de las cosas es just the hospital story hasta que either somebody
Eh,
figures it out or they vote for it.
either that or we game the system and we use the poll system from YouTube. Because that's how people are getting views these days. Because random polls show up on their feed from channels they're not subscribed to. Because the algorithm
Really?
is no, you didn't listen to this. The algorithm and YouTube is so fucked that you can now get polls from YouTube channels that you're not subscribed to in your feed, and that counts as views to your channel. It's beyond fucked, and this is how small channels are right now currently blowing up
That is so
because
fucked up.
it is. It is very fucked up. But every day I get polls from channels I'm not subscribed to on subjects that I don't even know about sometimes of what they're talking about in their channel. It's like, fuck it. I'll add my vote for whatever the fuck they're talking about because sometimes they're related to shit that I like, but still, it still games the system and it counts as views and it messes up your analytics so that it seems that your thing is popular. So then after that happens, your videos go to the recommendation section on YouTube because of those polls. The
Huh.
poll
But
system is broken, so we definitely have to use those once we start posting.
porque yo lo que he visto es a mí me ha pasado en Twitter que me salen notificaciones de como que de random Twitter accounts that I don't follow. They don't necessarily follow anybody I follow. Y es como que, oh yes, this you definitely need to see this post. I'm like, Twitter, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know, but it's something we need to fucking.
Pero mira, el otro día hubo un post que literalmente el tweet lo que decía era como que, oh, this is just horrible, terrible, o algo así. Y todos los comments del post era como que, I don't know who the fuck you are, Twitter just recommended me this, but don't worry, dog, everything will be okay. Y es como que just constantly, y la gente dice, why am I getting this?
I don't know, but YouTube is much worse. YouTube is much worse. And then every channel started making their own videos talking about it. And it's just still going ever since. The algorithm is beyond fucked. But yeah. After that, you know what you never mentioned? Sure, we showed the process of us trying to make a podcast and discussing between between two content creators how to make a podcast. But you know what we haven't even thought about discussing?
Sponsorships?
No, we have already. Who the fuck are we? It's like, no, forget our names, no, because whatever, our names will come out one way or another eventually. Maybe. Shit. Because there's no way in hell I'm going to remember us using our gamer tags or some shit like that, because I don't. Pero, lo que se me ocurre esto. What is this podcast about? Why are you listening to us guys blabbering about podcasts for the past? How long have we been talking now? Let's see, 53 minutes of this episode. Our podcast, well, as the title suggests, we're just gonna bitch about a bunch of stuff, and we have a list of things we want to bitch about. So there's that. Period. If you want to listen to two people bitch about things in Spanglish, welcome. If not, get yourself
Also,
cultured.
welcome.
Also,
Please give
welcome.
us 5 stars.
Somehow, if you figure out how, because we don't.
If you learn how to do ratings on iTunes, feel free to give us 5 stars. If Spotify finally adds reviews, feel free to give us whatever the maximum amount of stars.
Stars
And
or thumbs up or
give
anything.
us a like.
No, give us a
Subscribe.
follow, subscribe. Just like get your notifications about this. Follow the social medias
Press
whenever the
press
fuck
the
we have them.
press the bell button.
Not everyone has a bell button, but sure, I suppose. Send it to your friends. Send that arrow or whatever the fucking share link is these days in the future. Share it with your friends who you think you might like this.
When open WhatsApp, select all contacts, press send.
Or whatever they use on iMessage. You fucking Apple nerds.
Open iMessage, select all contacts, press send, delete phone.
No, you know what? Forward to reply all on an email to your coworkers.
Your work email from your new work from home future, and to send this to your coworkers. I'm sure there's gonna be one episode that they'll really enjoy. And if not, it'll be a fun conversation with human resources. And if you're human resources, don't worry about it. No one's gonna come knocking at your door. And if you're the FBI, listen, dog, we cool, okay? We cool.
Because we know you're always listening, no matter what you say.
And the guy from the CIA that's listening to this, I'm sorry, dog. This wasn't supposed. This is. I know this isn't what you wanted when you graduated from Langley, but this is the shit you have to do. And maybe one day you'll get a promotion, and when you do, maybe you'll subscribe to a Patreon.
Unless, of course, you're just on your break and decided to listen to your favorite podcast, which is us. In that case, thank you. Also, leave us the fuck alone.
But give us a like.
Give us a like. Anyways,
But in
anything
serio,
else?
what is this podcast? It's called Bichin Boricuas. What is it? Two Boricuas bitching about anything and everything we can think of. Maybe we'll bitch about you. Maybe we'll bitch about your company. Maybe we'll bitch about your country. Maybe we'll bitch about your political beliefs. We don't care. If you don't like it, you can always leave. But give us a like and subscribe.
We have a list of things we want to bitch about, so stay tuned for more episodes in the future, eventually.
But just to get out of the way, fuck AT&T.
I guess, sure. I'm not with them either, so I don't know.
No, they left. They left the island. They can go fuck
En
themselves.
serio, they also left?
Espérate, ¿tú no te habías enterado esta mierda, cabrón?
No!
Oh, pues estos son los próximos 10 minutos de tu vida. Déjame hacerte un cuento. AT&T vendió lo que es AT&T Puerto Rico a Liberty.
Ouch!
You
No!
know, esos Liberty. Yes. Ahora mi celular. I'll send you a screenshot. Mi celular ahora, en vez de decir AT&T, dice Liberty.
Four! And I was about to bitch at an AT&T episode por ellos tener todo acceso al networking de the only working cell phone network in Puerto Rico post huracán, because that's the only one that the Google balloon program used. It's like, oh, here's the emergency balloon for you to communicate with people outside the island post hurricane. Only it's on the AT&T network, so anyone who doesn't have AT&T network can go fuck themselves. So that's why I'm mad at AT&T, because they wouldn't share a balloon.
Yeah, but fucking AT&T después de eso, they's like, nope, peace out, dog. Vendieron Dish Mobile o Dish o whatever the fuck it's called, y después vendieron todo lo que es de Puerto Rico, tanto Los celulares como los landlines, como la fibra óptica, all that bullshit. It's just liberty ahora.
Anda pa'l carajo.
Yes. So they can go fuck themselves. And that's right, AT&T. You can't do shit to me because you're not in Puerto Rico anymore.
They sent a cease and desist letter to you. It's like, what are you gonna do?
Oh
Nothing. You
no!
don't work
What you
here
gonna do?
anymore.
Cancelarme el servicio. Too late. You left. You're gonna blackmail me?
Oh,
Good
you
luck.
want to? No. You want to sponsor us? Cool. Do you work in Puerto Rico? Not anymore. Guess what? You're on the blacklist.
First one on the blacklist. AT&T.
AT&T. Next to what is it? Verizon that also left years ago.
Ah, sí, cabrón, Verizon vendió, le vendió a Claro. Pero lo mismo que
Verizon.
hizo, lo misma mierda que hizo Verizon, pues fue lo que hizo AT&T. La única compañía
Also,
americana que queda en Puerto Rico es fucking T-Mobile.
Sprint. Oh no, ¿verdad? T-Mobile compró Sprint. Shit.
Remember that whole episode with your mother?
Right. Monopoly. God damn it. Oh yeah. Also you, Richard Branson, for taking Virgin Mobile for the brief moment that it was in Puerto Rico. Like a year or two.
Wait, they were in Puerto Rico?
Yes, because back when Sprint was solo, they had a partnership with Virgin Mobile, and they're gone too. And I don't know if Richard Branson has anything better else to do than to launch his ass into space. But if he happens to listen to this podcast because we mentioned him, hey, we could use your technology over there too, you know.
Also, I wouldn't mind going to space, just saying. Like, I'll definitely find a way, whatever waiver you want, just send me to the moon, baby. That's all you need to do. You
Either
need
that
to,
or just low Earth orbit for a very long time.
no, fuck that shit. I want to be in the moon. I want to stand in the fucking moon. I want to look at space and give the whole world a pair of middle fingers.
Okay, no, I'll agree with you with that. But realistically, the best we can do is low Earth orbit. And I'm good enough with that. I don't mind being in 0 Gs for a couple hours. I would love to go to the moon. I don't doubt you. I would love to go to the moon. And whatever fucking future sponsorship that says, we'll take you to the moon. We'll fucking take it and sponsor you. I don't
Oh,
get or they sponsor
open,
it. But
open invitation. If you want to sponsor us, whatever you want us to say to get us to the moon, we're definitely doing it.
Exactly. But realistically speaking, the best we can do is probably low Earth orbit. So I don't mind. The only thing I want to do, I want to grab my itty bitty little micro machine titanium cast Millennium Falcon, go to 0 G and swoosh it in zero gravity, film that, and go back home. I'll die happily with that. That's all I want to do.
Disney, feel free to sponsor us.
We have episodes dedicated for you, but if in case you don't sponsor us, we're gonna definitely make episodes about you.
Consider this your first and only warning. We will talk about you, but we're willing to erase those episodes. Granted, a sponsorship, so this motherfucker can go to space, low Earth orbit, and do that.
It's like I want to look out the window. It's like have the existential crisis that every astronaut has of how insignificant the universe is, or you compared to the rest of the planet. I want to have that existential crisis that every astronaut experiences. Cool. Look at the other way. See the darkness, emptiness of space, and then it's like, okay, there goes my Millennium Falcon. Done.
Wee! Except for Jeff Bezos, he's the only one that's like, we need to put more people in space. Also, volviendo like a dos conversaciones atrás. Primero que todo, yay, we made it to an hour. We did it.
Yay. And
champagne all around. Segundo, mira WhatsApp. Open your phone.
Fuck.
Open the photo.
Fuck. What's up? Give me 1 sec.
Open the photo, look at your top left.
Because in order to not be interrupted, I put my phone on the other room. Even though I could have left
Why?
it on vibrate, but
Why? You could just put it on like do not disturb.
anyway, I have too many people checking in on me. So hang on. What's up? What do you want me to look at? What's up?
Send you a picture.
Uh huh.
The top right, the top left corner.
Uh huh. Yeah. Fuck you for having that kind of weather, I suppose.
Top to higher.
Monday. No, wait.
A
Oh, now I see
higher,
it.
higher.
No. I couldn't see the photo because your thing is where my tabs are, so I couldn't see it. No, ¿qué es eso?
For those of you just tuning in, allá en la parte superior de la superior izquierda de mi teléfono dice Liberty. Y si vives en Puerto Rico, tú sabes lo que eso significa. Tengo
Mierda.
la libertad de estar en un monopolio.
Oh, by the way, I know we're an hour in and we described our podcast like 50 minutes in, but in case you didn't know, because you're uncultured people, Boricuas is just ancient Native American for Puerto Rican.
The island.
The island.
Borinquen.
No, it's a Borinquen. It's a Borinquen. Boricuas are the people.
Yes.
So there we go. Anyways, I think an hour-long episode describing how do we start an episode ended up pretty well. We have laughs. We have anger management issues. We show our expertise in bitching and our expertise in certain things. So I think we can end it there for today. So
cool.
Again,
I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Cool. So subscribe, follow, leave comment,
give us a like, press the bell icon,
like 5 stars, whatever it is. We'll figure this out as we go. Later, everyone.
And so that's it. That's season 1, episode 1 of Bichin Boricuas.
Fucking end it now. Bye, people. Later. Stop.